Can we actually get some sites that don't censor mods? You know, that's one of the biggest benefits to PC gaming is modding. There's always great people out there putting together some really cool stuff, usually always free, and brings more life to a game. I think it's great. But what I don't like are these websites like Nexus Mods that tell people what they can and can't put on their website. I mean, I guess it's their choice, right? But this should be something that puts you out of business. Now, to be fair, and a lot of the stuff that covers this haven't included the fact that, okay, yeah, there was a Captain America Donald Trump that got banned, but apparently there was also a Biden mod. So Captain Biden was on there. To be clear, I don't think either should be banned. Both should be allowed to be up there. However, to add to this, there are other games where there are plenty of Biden mods, but apparently the Trump ones get taken down. So, in my opinion, look for alternatives. Don't use Nexus Mods anymore. They're begging people now, basically, to stop using their site. And this isn't the first time I've heard of Nexus Mods banning people or banning mods. They've done it a few times, usually anti-woke stuff. There was something with Spider-Man 2, so there was a mod to make Mary Jane look pretty. I guess that got banned. The flag stuff, a lot of the pride flags, there was a mod to remove those. They banned that. All you're doing, Nexus Mods, is making a case for other sites to be propped up. So, do what you do, man. Eventually, someone's just going to overtake your site. So, that was a pretty big story, but there's other stuff going on here. There's a lot of there's just weird coverage with this game. You could kind of tell that journalists are really salty about Marvel Rivals. It's crazy. This game is very successful, too, by the way. Extremely successful. But look at the journalists here. It's really funny that this got published an hour ago, right? And why do you think that is? Well, because of the Trump banning. So they don't necessarily even talk about that in here. But come on. The conversation right now is all about that Trump thing. But Game Rant puts out an article about why Marvel Rivals banning mods is a necessary evil. Advocating for it. Now, to be fair, the entire way that Marvel Rivals makes money is through selling cosmetics. However, it's only a problem on one platform, PCs. And you shouldn't be banning anything, especially cosmetic mods. It doesn't add any gameplay advantages. Who cares? The amount of people that actually do that, too, honestly, to be fair, it's not even that much. I don't think it makes a big impact on how much money they make. But it's just funny to see. Well, I guess it's not. It's actually right on point for them to defend the company, because that's what a lot of these game journalists do. They just defend companies now. Whatever the company talking point is, they usually run right with it. But kind of funny. Big story. It just broke today and yesterday, really, about Captain America mod. Game journalists come out and defend the hell out of the company. It's actually a good thing. Sure. Here's another one from the Gamer. Marvel Rivals has too many heroes for its own good. As Marvel heroes. There's some villains in the game too, but I mean, everybody wants to play as the hero characters. It's just how it is. But, you know, that's of course bad. But then you look at how they compare other things. Very dark here. Complaining when a game succeeds, then complaining when a game fails. And this is from the same company. Marvel Rivals has too many heroes for its own good. And then Concord deserved a second chance, but we didn't give it a first. It's kind of showing you how they roll, man, and it's just full of biasness. Marvel Rivals is beating the pants off of Overwatch, is from Grums, and they didn't have to turn every character gay to do it, which is true. Like, Overwatch, I remember when that game came out, and the timeline that it rode. And for some point, they started making changes to characters. You know, if the mob wanted something done, they would change it. They started adding like sexualities to these characters, and it's like this. Nobody was asking for any of this. Now, none of that has been done in Marvel Rivals, though, to be fair, some of it was already done beforehand, as Disparu puts out. But maybe that might have something to do with it, because Overwatch became pretty woke. And Overwatch is likely going to die because of Marvel Rivals. They're going to have to do Overwatch 3 or something, because Marvel Rivals has absolutely destroyed Overwatch. And I'm guessing that has something to do with why some of these journalists are so damn salty over the game. I mean, you see stuff like this coming out, right? I want to show you this. So Marvel Rivals has a Season 1 coming out, and it's going to involve Dracula. Dracula is the main villain, and the Fantastic Four are coming into the game to help beat Dracula, who's basically taken over the world somehow. And what's funny to me is the gatekeepers of pop culture, like Vice here, put out articles like this. Marvel Rivals Eternal Night Falls trailer shows off release date, the Fantastic Four, and yes, more cake. They're more excited about the dudes' asses, by the way. Apparently Dracula is a Marvel character now? I guess. He's always been a Dracula character. There's a book called Tomb of Dracula. And guess who has his first appearance in it? That's right, Blade. I believe Blade first appeared in Tomb of Dracula number 4. I might be wrong on the number. I'm just pulling that out of my head. But his first appearance is in Dracula's book. In fact, there's been some great storylines with vampires in the Marvel comic book universe. The X-Men have had some run-ins with Dracula. Storm became a vampire at one point. It's great stuff out there. But, you know, these guys are the kings of nerd culture. They know everything, right, Vice? These are the guys that lecture you on what characters should and shouldn't do. But they didn't even have a clue that Dracula has been a part of the Marvel universe for decades. Dracula is a Marvel character too, I guess. You don't know shit about anything. But they act like they're the kings of pop culture. It's a joke. What a dumb thing to complain about. Marvel Rivals is still going strong, keeps 90% of its player base since launch. No shit. Like, this game is hot. And they are salty about it. Salty about it. So much salt. I love it. They made a game with exaggerated looking men and women. The women look good. I mean, the men look heroic, muscular, everything. They look like comic book characters, as they should. And then you have Overwatch, which it started off that way, and then it started going the other way, and now it's dying. Overwatch is going to die, and they're even admitting it. Funny fan reactions as Overwatch 2 viewership plummets after Marvel Rivals takes over Twitch. And nobody gives a shit about Overwatch anymore. And there's so much salt over it. It's wild, man. They're trying to, like, kill this game and get people interested in that piece of shit again. And to be fair, Marvel Rivals is basically just Overwatch with Marvel characters. I just find it funny. Like, does it really make your day if the game is losing players? These journalists, they act like the world is ending. I wonder why. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.